Well, good evening. It's April 15th, the tax day, eh? So, but we're not going to talk about that. You can if you want to. I'm available, but it's really it's been a week of the cross uppercut, people dying that you really thought a lot of, and I'm not going to mention names, but I don't know when it was, but I will mention this name because this guy was he was real sincere and loved the blues and just adored Stratocaster. His name was Steve Quirk, and he wasn't one of the greats. He was just good, but I think the thing that came across Steve that some people, you just can't get it unless you were raised right, and he had sincerity, and it really came across. Well, he had a heart valve problem, and I guess he'd had it fixed before, and it was supposed to be routine, go in and get it worked on, and it, nothing's routine and when they're opening your heart, really. Anything can happen, and he had a long, difficult stint in the hospital, and I went to see him. He couldn't talk or anything, but he could use his eyes, and I brought my guitar, and his wife was there, and Steve's eyes had the most impact on me. Of probably anybody, because I think he knew he was dying, and what he was trying to say with his eyes was telepathic. And so I went home, and I know it was when it was on my couch inside the house, and I was just sitting down. And I started playing this blues. It was never played those two chords before like that, or this one. And Steve, last band he was in was kind of country, but you couldn't take the blues out of the guy. So I got done with that, and I just knew that was Steve Quirk, and so I call it Blues for Steve, Quirk's Blues. So let me take a minute and show you the players involved here. We just got an E chord. So you're just walking up from the minor third, fourth, to the fifth. And so there's your E chord again right there. You're just, but you leave the open B string. So you got an E chord here with an open B string. My hands are really hurting tonight. Okay. And then it kind of collapses into an F sharp chord. So we got still with that A in the bass, you know. Then when you take this finger off, it becomes F sharp minor. And there's kind of a A7 chord. I guess I do alternate the E string and the D string there. Then the bridge is the G. And the E. G, A, C, B minor, to E. So I play that through a little bit, and then I'm playing that kind of slow, you know. And so I'll get to that bridge. When I get to the C chord, I'll move it up to D, F, E minor, to A. Now I'm playing the same thing in A. Okay, you hear that chord there? Well, since my hands have gotten really stiff lately, I'm letting those fluffy notes that I'm not hitting right just be percussive, and every once in a while it hits a harmonic, and so that harmonic on the B string. So let's do the whole thing. And you got to use your third finger there when you walk up. changes that happen sometimes because we're human, we're not machines. Go with that, make that like a melody or a theme. Hear that? C. And when you get back to that, sometimes I do it on the E minor. I'll hang on that for a while. Build speed. Now we're going to get slower. After we play a C, we're going to play C. We're going to play that B minor. So anyway, blues for Steve Quirk, but you know, it covers Mort, covers Michael Valley, and it covers a friend that his name's Dan, Alicia's husband, and he was a great guy, made me feel at home in Whittier. Those three people died those three people died this week. Steve Quirk, of course, probably as much as 5 years ago. I don't know. I can't remember. I just know I was in this house and on that couch and on the right side of the couch. It was at night because I couldn't see my hands very well. I was thinking about it. Anyway, we'll see those guys again, but it's enough to knock you back a little bit. And so I hope you enjoy this blues piece. I really like it, and I hope it's not that hard to play, and I think it sounds cool. So enjoy that. Thanks a lot.